Good morning this morning, and yes, we have the amazing Engineer Smart. So I was doing a review for Engineer Smart yesterday morning, yesterday's evening. It was yesterday's evening, and Engineer Smart said something to me that was very striking. He said, "I should actually be leading a gang. I am the first TIP father." Ah, I said that's true. So, Engineer
Yeah.
Smart, all the TIP fathers that are listening to us, Engineer Smart is your gang leader. So, know it today. My Engineer Smart, I told you guys about in Heaven Bar, Engineer Smart will be copying the first mansion before every other person now takes. Everybody
Yes,
has
so
yeah. We have Engineer Smart Peters, who has been in the inner circle for the past 3 years. Now, one of the things that I say about the senior yarders, they are the people that believed without seeing any loud testimony. All of you are coming because, oh wow, there is something happening. And I know these guys just listened one, two, twice, and they just said, this is someone I need to learn from. And it is this I really appreciate them a lot because there were no too many testimonies out there to actually believe or not believe, and they are here. Engineer Smart is the first father that came into the Intentional Parent Academy. I remember when I started to see him on my live streams so many years ago. He would just come, I would just see him, Engineer Smart. I would just see his name. He was, ringing until he got into the inner circle. But I'm going to allow him tell the story himself. Engineer Smart is here, definitely. So, Engineer Smart, please tell me, how did we even meet? Because it's been quite a while, and it's feeling like, it's Engineer Smart now. It's really like family. So, how did we meet? Please tell the audience.
okay, Coach. Good morning, viewers. I think it was my wife through a friend. So my wife was now telling me, okay, follow this link, follow this link, follow. They do session on Tuesday, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. So I was like, okay, let me follow, let me follow. I'll be like, I'm following. And my wife will say, okay, there are more to it. There is another group they call Inner Circle. I think we should move in there. I said, is it not women thing? He said, no, there are men there. At some point I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. And when I did, I found out I was the only male parent in there. It was discouraging being the only male parent, but at some point I said to myself, I always look forward to a better ways of parenting. Of course, if you ask every parent, he will tell you that they had good wishes, good intention to parent, but then those wishes and intention weren't enough. There's a saying that said, if wishes were horses, everybody will be riding on it, but they are not.
Mm,
So that was the turning point for me, having wished that I had a better way of parenting, having children that are standing in the society and all that. So I gave in, and the whole process began. And I saw that after that 2021, coach came with his ghost bars. He created he grouped us into groups, and before you know it, coach engineer smart, you are the leader of your group. I said, oh, it all happened. Just like the Swake says yesterday, the man said he was not this kind of reading, but if anything that has to do with sciences, give me the formula, I apply, I get my results, off we go. That's the kind of person I am. I don't believe, in fact, literature was it was one of the things I avoid made me to avoid literature back then in school. I hate to read stories and all that. But coming in here, I found out that it's either you read or or you step aside. And since I don't want to step aside, I have to read and get the knowledge that is required and do the needful and see the results I desired in the life of my children and that of my own. Because coach made us to understand, coming here, coach made us understand that parenting is about us, the parent, and not the child. Because the child, they know nothing. They came as raw as God gave them to us. So we will not come and impose them certain things that they don't know where about or how it came about. Like my pastor will say, God do not give you miracles at a finished state. He give it to you at a raw state. It is your duty to nurture it to fruition. So
Mm,
that to me that was enough for me to have started, and getting in there, I learned that the way we were parenting, it's not nothing to write home about. If we continue with that way, we get the same results our parents and grandparents got in a different time and season. Them might said, okay, things turn out well for them, but the seasons and time are not the same. We are in a different season and time. There are times they had nothing like social media, internet. We are just limited to very few that are not within not even within our like in Nigeria, you could count so many people that has access to internet. I remember back then, if you want to browse, you will go all night browsing before you can get access to internet. You go to a cafe and stay overnight for you to
mm,
just to send mail and do some other things. That was the situation then. But now the stories are not the same. So on learning the way I was parented, when I heard that, in fact, I said no. There is something I don't know that is happening here, and I have to stay back and acquire that knowledge, because I know turning out well is just by is just by chance. It's not a calculated attempt that we turn out well at some point, because for us, we knew at some point we misbehaved, we got out of the track, and by chance, by the grace of God, and with the help of our parents, with the rod, they spared the child and the rod and what have you. We got to where we are today, and continuing with that method won't help us at all. And I also believe that. I told my wife when we met that I want to I want to create an impact. I want to be a different kind of husband to my wife and a father to my children, irrespective of what is happening in society and what other men are doing. I want to be a different kind of father and a husband to my wife and children. So coming in, seeing this process that it's aligned with my vision, I just have to pack all my load and stay back. Yes,
and
but it
and
has
let me,
not. It's a bit tasking considering the kind of work I do, and
mm,
but that does not that it doesn't stop me from doing what I need to do. Even if I miss any course or any activity, I make sure that when I have the chance, I go back to them and they do it and get all the knowledge that is required of it and put it into practice. So, coach, it has been an amazing journey, and I want to appreciate the grace of God in you. Like you said, the curriculum in it inner circle is divinely given. You can't get it anywhere, and I want to join you to say that you can't. Like there are other people, I don't know how, these people that send mass SMS, mass email about their what they do and all that. I happen to respond to one. It's all about it's parenting. It's I think it's also in Abuja and all that. But when they share their curriculum, when they share their activities, it's nothing to write home to what we have right here in the TIP. So, Coach, I thank God for you, for the grace in you, and for you to allowing yourself to be used by God. It's not only men of God are called. We are called in our various ways. So this is your calling. Following your calling has been an amazing thing, and we are benefactors to your calling. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Engineer Smart. We are live with Engineer Smart all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Engineer Smart is a father. In fact, you see this story that he told, how he came into the inner circle, the wife now. The wife is a yada, but the wife is, in fact, the wife is like, my husband has taken the mantle. I'm going to just go and rest. Sometimes she chats me. I'm like, if I catch you. And it's as if Engineer Smart got into, the system and ran like his life was dependent on it. In fact, I don't think Engineer Smart has missed any course in 3 years. I'm not joking. A course we air every year. Engineer Smart is on that course. I've seen it happen. He will not even send me a chat. I'll just see him in the comment section. I'll be like, Engineer Smart. Sometimes I'll say, where are you? He will say, I'm at the rig, I'm on the sea. Sometimes he's on the sea taking these courses. I have seen him do reviews from the sea. Engineer Smart, I want you to speak a bit about that. Because, there was a day we were doing a book review. And, I could hear noise in the deck and all of that. I was like, where are you? So I say, I'm on the sea now, coach, and I have to do review. Engineer Smart, just, I want you to share, why do you find it so important that even while you're away from home, I tell the parents in the inner circle that there are fathers that are not, they are 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. They are more of a father than the people that are living with their children all day, all night. And I want you to share how have you gotten here? How have you been able to create such a strong bond, even with the kind of work that you do?
Thank you, Coach. One thing I will tell us is this. When people said, I can't do this, I don't have time, is because they've not find value. They've not taken their time to find value into which they want to do. Getting here, I found value, and in line with my own vision and way of parenting, I just said I have to do what I have to do. It's like I said, it's not going to be easy. It has not been easy, and that's being said, if you want to make out time for anything, irrespective of your schedules, you will. No matter how it is, everybody has time. Like there's something you said, I think earlier this year, those groups you are in WhatsApp group, old school people, this, that will always take your time. Each time your phone beep, you run to your phone to see what is happening, what have they said, who has said it. In fact, that has also helped me because I exited from most of those groups. And I noticed that it was when you say, I noticed that these things actually take my time. And I was like, okay, let me see what will happen. I exit myself from most of them, and I find my phone is more relaxed. I relax with my phone. I leave my phone for some time. I have time for everything. Okay, like maybe if sometimes we will be in a land rig, and due to the kind of work we do, every time we don't have time to exercise and all that. If we're in the land rig, some guys used to organize football. We go to a pitch nearby, we play and all that. I said, yeah, I know it's a part of exercise. I could do that, and there are other ways I can also exercise myself. So if I take out that football time, use it for my connection with with our children and reading my books, that it will help me. And guys was like, what are you doing? This, that. I said, okay, for now you might not understand, but later you will do. Of course, I know some of them are understanding it now, and I know some of them are coming to Inner Circle very soon. If not this 2022 cohort and all that, they will. So making out time is something for me I found necessary to do, irrespective of where I find myself. So it was not an issue of, okay, if I have time, I will do it. If I don't have time, I will do it. Yes, if you want to make out time, you will, because everybody have time in one way or the other. So being at the rig, being at the sea has never stopped me from doing my review or connecting with our children and joining, reading the books of the month as coach might apportion or group us to. So time, everybody has time. That is it for me.
Everybody had time. It depends on what you want to do with that time. This is an insightful for conversation. I am live with Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart is reputed to be the very first TIP father. He has that trophy. He has even won an award on it. TIP Father of the Year. In
Yeah.
fact, there was the following year when we did it, we had like 4 fathers who came in, and he was still with the trophy, TIP Father of the Year, because he
Yes.
was Engineer Smart. In fact, Engineer Smart is the one, he would lead all the groups. And while sometimes he's at work, and he would say, Coach, it's my group that is, leading. I will just, go to one corner and just do my review until I get back to, what I'm doing on the sea. And he said something. He said, it has never, nothing has ever stopped me. I made choices of the time. I create what is important. And I have seen him. I asked him one of those days, I said, how do you connect when you're away? Because I know that the connection. He said, coach, I am 1 hour with this son, 20 minutes with the other one, because I must connect with my children on a daily basis. It's a rule for me since I must work, which is good. And my wife is also part of the TIP system. So it makes it way easy. But even at that, he told me, he said, I don't give excuses because my wife is in the inner circle. I don't see engineers. He takes all the responsibility. In fact, I remember a particular year, his wife was, in and out and, didn't do so much. He told me, he said, I did a half year review. And I said, what do you want me to do with your wife? He said, Coach, don't worry, I take responsibility. I'll bring her up to speed. I was like, wow. This kind, it is this parenting, but me is my job. I've taken it. It is something that I want to do myself. So if you're listening to me, we're speaking with Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart is a busy father. So for all of us who are saying, I'm busy, I don't have that, we've met 3 busy fathers in the TIP system. Now we have many fathers, coming up in the TIP system. And it was people like Engineer Smart that made us start the TIP Fathers Conference, because we wanted to create more awareness for the fathers. We do it annually, and it's been a blessing to many fathers. Engineer Smart, thank you again for joining us this morning. I want to also ask you, so in this year in level 3, we read quite a number of books. Heavy duty books. I don't think any other person in any other level will understand this. But I want to ask, which was your best read for the year, and why was that?
Coach, I can't specifically say this is my best. If I want to count, I'll be counting about 6 to 7. You talk about the social intelligence. It was a wow to me. Emotional intelligence. Then the wisdom in wisdom O series book, the courage to say no. Hey, I said that one rang bell. It rang bell in my brain. Back the moment I had the courage to say no, and when I went through the book, Coach, it changed my life for good. It was few months back, but if I tell you the result I have gotten from that book, you will not believe it, because I'm this kind of person that find it difficult to say no to people. I told you yesterday how I can go on to borrow money to give to a friend who asks me, and if I don't have at that point, And what was the need of doing that? And I've even done a favor to someone, and it resulted that the person, when the person is supposed to pay back, the person now told me, did I not know that it is not the language they use in borrowing money that they use to pay it back? So I was like, what kind of life is this? So people could actually be this mean. So, but reading that book, I noticed and that I can actually say no to people, and the heavens will not fall, and they will be okay with it,
Mm,
because you see, these guys that push you to say yeah, always say yes to them, they are doing it on purpose. It's not as if
mm,
them don't say no to me or to other people, but because they knew maybe you are kind of soft hearted and all that, that you always say yes to whatever they say to you.
mm.
But then, after reading that book, in fact, I told you yesterday that saying no became like saying yes to me. I said no to anything that is not auguring well with me that moment. So that book,
Mm,
it was
mm,
awesome to me, and I
mm,
thank God. Even when Wisdom Osiri talked about the talked in the fathers conference this year,
mm.
when he talked about daddies are destiny. In fact,
Yes.
listening to that man is full of wisdom. It's just as the name his name goes. That man
Mm,
is made of gold. Is, in
mm,
fact, anybody that had come in contact with him will know what I'm saying. If you
mm.
read his books and listen to his conversation, your life will never remain the same. And I did, and my life turned around from what it used to be to the positive being I am today. All thanks to you, coach, for bringing them around. Thank you.
Well done, Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart is sharing about his best book of the year. You see how long he took to talk about courage to say no. So when you get to a certain level in the inner circle, we begin to also pay attention to your life in general, as we're paying in the level one as well. But of course, we begin to, expand it. That the kind of books we read are actually very interesting. Yesterday when I was doing reviews with the team in level three, their senior leaders, their reviews are, they're like they come with swag and style. Those guys are good. Forget. So one of them said to me, but one thing that is striking with the parents I've worked it in the past 3 years, they don't miss any course announced in the academy. They don't. And in fact, as you're dropping, they've taken emotional intelligence every year. I mean, every single year. They are in that course. I don't look for them. I don't even come to their group to say, have you registered? Make sure you are in the course. No, 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 no. Ask them. I don't need to. As the course is dropping, they register, they're on just waiting to be there. So it means that there's just something, about following. They follow tenaciously. That's the word. And yesterday I asked the question. I'm going to ask Engineer Smart that question again. Why don't you guys have the I have arrived kind of thing in you?
uh, Coach, even if I have, or we had that I have arrived mentality in us, coach, this your one-on-one parenting, sharing parenting journey so far with the inner circle parents, it has also changed my mindset. Seeing a grandmother coming to do parenting, that tells me that. And I've seen people say that their son or their daughter is asking their mommy, daddy, will you be there when I get married to teach me all this and all that? So if I stop at here thinking that I've arrived, how then will I do that in future?
Mm,
And again, sometimes we did plan for lunch at 18 and all that. I've noticed that it doesn't stop there. Even after launching your child, you still
mm,
have to follow up.
mm,
And again, following up until them becomes acquainted with all the knowledge and all what they need to do their own parenting and get it better, you have not arrived. So, coach, that mindset has been set aside. We have not arrived. They said it is not over until it is over, and it's not going to be over like tomorrow. So we are here, like what they say, what they say in colloquial language. We die here. We are here. We have come to stay, and we are not just staying for staying sake. Of course, nobody pays to waste time or to waste resources. The value we are
Mm,
getting is what makes us to stay.
mm,
So we are
mm,
not just staying because we want the values. Like coach said a few days ago, that this parenting of a thing, we are not just reviewed to her at at the fullest. As the year passes by, it's coming bit by bit. I know. I noticed in 2022 the curriculums we have we aren't as robust and modify as it is now. And I know going forward, God will keep giving you the mindset, the inspiration to do more. So if I stop here, how will I get more?
mm.
It's nothing for me. So we'll continue, not until we get there.
Thank you so much, Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart Peters is a Yada, a father in the inner circle, the very first Yada father. So please, let me see some fire emojis in the comment section so that we can celebrate this first Yada father. First Yada father. Somebody should help me write that in the comment section. First Yada father. It's not easy. Trust me. Now, you know how you are pulling the men. Oh, now the men are coming around and all of that. But this is a man who, amongst many women in that time, in that time, seated, sometimes I would send him a chat. Then we were not as many, all right? We were not as many. In that time, I remember that I would send him a chat. I said, "You're smart. So how you doing?" He said, "Coach, I do." I said, "This group that you're leading," say, me and these women, but we are there, we are here, we are doing it. And I just want to appreciate you, Engineer Smart, you and your wife, Eunice. You guys have been amazing, and it's been amazing having you on this journey. We've moved from sometimes talking parenting to sometimes talking family to sometimes talking what has happened in our homes. And
Exactly.
it's been
Exactly.
amazing journey with you and your family. One that I do not take for granted. I tell people that in the inner circle, we don't just sell coaching, we sell relationships. If I get into anywhere now and I call Engineer Smart, Engineer Smart is just going to say, coach, you say you're where? And that's for me. That's actually more important to me than even any other thing. And I am particularly, thank you so much. I can see all of the emojis shouting out to the first Yada father. Yes, that's it. That's the first year. You guys show some respect. It's what it, man. Show some respect, please, in the comment section. And so we have Engineer Smart sharing his journey with us, and it's been awesome. Awesome. Engineer Smart, I want you to share. Engineer Smart says something. The curriculum of the inner circle haven't always been like this. And that's why I said to you, this curriculum has evolved and it's going to still evolve. If you think you have seen anything, trust me, you're yet to see it. I'm sure that Engineer Smart in the last 3 years, in fact, yesterday he said to me, Coach, I thank God for you. I have seen wonders on this journey. They saw it raw. They saw the inner circle raw. They saw the inner circle template with nothing. So they saw the inner circle without a template. So as we were going, we were building the template alongside with them. Amazing. And that's why I tell every parent who is in this inner circle this year, and you just think, I've learned everything. Let me just go ahead. It will shock you. Some people who, took somebody who took a leave 1 year, came back and said, oh, she wants to get back to the inner circle. She wants to move to level 2. I say it's not possible. The curriculum in level 1 is a whole new program. You can't miss it. You need to
Yeah.
go back again and start all over. Engineer Smart. So many fathers have a thing for, should I really, enter? Are you sure I should be in? What is it that I'm going to? What will be your advice to parenting to fathers? Because many fathers just feel this is not my business. So the wife is just doing the thing. Let them just be doing it. Please share with us, sir.
Okay, coach. Like the Bible says, or the words understood that fathers are the heads of the family. So I want every father listening to me and those yet that are going to listen to this conversation maybe days ahead to know that we should take the lead in every aspect of life. Family is not, we are not heads of a station or heads of a particular area. We are heads in everywhere. So
Or head of
I want us fathers to take the lead and being the arrowhead of the family, as so
mm,
placed both by God and the word, we should take it as one that we should not toy with. And I know if we do that, our children will take us more serious and
mm,
having seen the value we are giving to them. Like the other, is it the grandma that said it that we expect children, that Bible tells children to honor their parents, their mother and their father. But how is the honor coming about?
mm.
What are the practical steps? You know,
Yeah.
when children, when you take children all this kind of thing, they will be like, I don't know what you're saying. In my mind, in their mind, they will be like, I'll just do what I have to do. But when
Mm,
you show them the practical steps that they
mm,
will follow to honor their mother and their father, just like the Bible says in Proverbs 22 verse, it said, teach a child the way he should go, that when he grows, he will not depart from it. What are you teaching? If you don't
mm,
have the knowledge, what are you going to teach?
mm,
So knowledge is the number one thing. Get the knowledge and apply it. So I want all fathers hearing me to come. Let's join and rescue our nation, because it's no longer a family thing. Because
yes,
when
so.
you get your own family right, has your neighbor or your next door neighbor gotten theirs? So if they don't, you end up doing double work. And in doing double work, at times the result might not be favorable, because the vices out there will always tend to bring down whatever you're doing. So
Mm,
it's better we come together, do it, start from somewhere. And you
mm,
find out that when everybody is saying the same thing, the coach said something yesterday that the governor said that why most of the social vices are thriving is because we don't say we don't advertise the good ones the way they're advertising the bad ones. So and
mm,
if we start advertising, I never see, even Bible said that, says that the lights outshine darkness. Darkness has never outshined light. So, and this gospel is the gospel of light. So let's come together, preach it together. They said, I think in Proverb 4:7, it said, wisdom is the principal thing.
mm,
In all your getting, get wisdom. And what is wisdom? The right application of knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, what are you going to apply? So let's
mm,
come together, get the knowledge, and apply it for our own good. Because first of all, you have to know that it is about you first and not the child.
mm,
When what you do, then your child will follow suit. So I encourage all fathers listening, let's come together, get this wisdom, get this knowledge, and follow the practical step towards achieving our desired result for the good of the society, family, our family, and society at large. When once we get our families, the society will be nice. Coach was saying the other day that the politician looting money, doing this, they were all raised by parents.
mhm,
I saw that post. I think it was on Facebook.
mm,
They were all raised by parents, and you will not tell me that those parents that raised them we are not parenting. That we are parenting, but how we are there parenting? They were
mm,
parenting best to the best of their knowledge, to the best of their ability they have, to the best wisdom they have. But that
mm,
was not enough. Even though we
mm,
can also acknowledge that there are also these social vices that will also tend to, even when parents are doing what they ought to do and all that. But because we are not applying the knowledge in the right direction, and I said something, parenting the way we were parented at this 21st century is not going to work. And I think coach has also said it times
Mm,
without number. It will not work because the times and seasons are not the same. What
mm,
is happening then has far gone beyond what is happening now.
mm.
And we cannot continue like this. They say time changes yesterday. Let also change as time changes and get the necessary knowledge and apply it rightly to see the desired result we want. That's it from me, coach.
Thank you so much, Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart is a Yada, the very first father Yada. All right, Engineer Smart is one of my favorite people in the yard. So, of course, you already know that. So, so yes. You know, I told you from the beginning that fathers have a mansion. Me and God, we reached an agreement that there's a mansion for fathers in the yard. Engineer Smart is the very first that is collecting that mansion. And really, I like how Engineer Smart said it. He said, this is not just about us raising children, it's about us rescuing the nation. This is about us rescuing, the nation. I said something when we were in one of those webinars with the parents in the inner circle. Like, according to Engineer Smart, when I started coming with buzzwords, Engineer Smart just said it the right way. So when coach now, after 2020, coach came with buzzwords. So when I started coming
Yeah.
with buzzwords those days, I told them that I heard that if we miss the opportunity to actually rescue the soul of Africa in this time, then we'll miss it for real. So this is not just, a run of, oh, we just want to go and parenting. It's beyond that. It's actually a run for the soul of our nation, for the soul of Africa, for the soul of the world in entirety. Thank you so much, Engineer Smart, for coming to this session. It's been amazing. It's been awesome. So Engineer Smart woke up this morning, found out his internet connectivity was having issues. He just said, Coach, you know what? This is not the time for it. I will enter my car and I'm going to do this session. There's no time for all this. I want to connect to anything. Let's do this session. I want to say
Yeah.
thank you. What the things that the inner circle parents will do. In fact, he said to my team, I want to share. Give me a Saturday. I want to share because I will not be able to during the week. And I was so glad. I was like, we have to do
Yes.
this.
When Precious was chatting me about the schedule, he
Mm,
just said it on Monday morning. Then before evening, she told me that the whole of last week, okay, this week, if there is any today, has all been booked. I say, what? He said, "Can I do on Monday?" I said, Mondays. I normally have my operation meetings with my management. Mondays will not work for me. He said, "I've
mm,
all booked." I said, "Please, there must be a way.
mm,
I have to come and share my journey with coach and everyone that cares to listen."
mm,
I said something also. There's something that comes to my mind. At some point, it will be okay. Ignorance, not knowing will be acceptable, but refusing to know is no longer acceptable. After
mm,
hearing this gospel and you refuse to come and
mm,
get knowledge and practice it, is no longer acceptable. In fact, your
mm,
children and your children will always live to blame you because you have the time, you have the time, you heard what we are saying, and you refuse to get knowledge. So the
mm,
blame will continuously be on you. So you
mm,
have no reason not to come in. So I want to see many fathers as we begin the next year's intention parent academy in the inner circle. I want more fathers to come in, and like I told coach yesterday, personally, I take that blame. I have not done much to bring in more fathers, but you see, this time around, coach will hear from me, and the inner circle will also notice that yes, Engineer Smart is around, and he has taken the bull by the horn. So that is what is going to happen this period. So, kids, coach, expect that from me. There are going to be floods, influx of fathers especially, and
Mm,
those other mothers that I can also talk to. So that
mm.
is it from me, coach.
Thank you so much, Engineer Smart. You've heard Engineer Smart. This my intentional parenting journey is for every single one of us. And I like how Engineer Smart. You see how even the yadas and the senior yadas, they told me, see, we've been learning from this inter. We haven't learning from people sharing their journey in level one. As in, that's how the inner circle is. There's a learning system, top, bottom, flat, side, wherever it is, and it is very, very, very amazing how the inner circle, you get into the inner circle, you get hooked. I like how Engineer Smart said it, refusing to know is no longer acceptable because you will be blamed for it. If you're listening to me, if you're listening to me, you heard Engineer Smart. You take this gospel to the ends of the earth. In fact, when we finished yesterday's night, he said to me, Coach, I think I've spoken about it, but I don't think I've done enough. Just take it from me. You hear from me. This is it. I'm done. As in, and that's when he now said, "Do you know I'm the first Yada father in this inner circle?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "That's true. That's a good reminder for me." And thank you so much, Engineer Smart, for coming this morning to share with us. Please share with us what will be your last words to the parents that are listening to us this morning before we release you.
Thank you, coach. And I want to say it again and again. Let's come together, fathers, everyone, mothers, not just fathers, couples. Let's have more couples in the inner circle, because it's better to hear whatever we are preaching together. And when
Yes.
to yesterday, coach said, and okay, it's even Bible. Coach is just repeating what Bible said, that one
Mhm.
can chase 1,000, but two can chase 10,000. So
Yes.
having heard that, I don't believe we have any reason to sit back. Let's come together, get this knowledge, and apply it. It is from the beginning of the Bible, and I believe others from other faiths also have the same biblical equivalent to whatever they believe in, that states the same thing. Wisdom is the principal thing. Let's come get the knowledge. And the Bible said, in all you're getting, get
Mm,
wisdom, get understanding. So
mm.
let's come get wisdom and apply. Like I said, wisdom is the right application of knowledge. Let's not apply what our parents applied and got the same results. Let us make a difference, and the world will remember us for that. Thank you, coach.
Thank you so much, Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart have been with us this morning. Engineer Smart, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for coming this morning. It's been awesome. I honor you.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
coach. The pleasure
I
is
love
mine. We don't take it for granted for here.
yes,
For all you
I
do, we say thank
do.
you. Thank you
Thank
once
you, sir.
again. And to the
Thank you so
amazing Yadas, hi to everyone listening. Engineer
much.
Smart. All right, coach. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We've been on with Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart is the first Yada father. Engineer Smart is a father who walks on the sea. Engineer Smart is a very active father. Engineer Smart has attended all the courses in the inner circle every year, the same courses every year on repeat. So it's as if he just wakes up and just says, you know what? Inner circle, this is my budget. I'm just on repeat and I'm here for life. It's not just Engineer Smart. Every single parent in the inner circle in level 3 have done the same. These parents are amazing. I give it to them. I can't even lie to you. I give it to them. Amazing people. Engineer Smart have been sharing with us his intentional parenting journey, having been a father who works on the rig, having been a father who is not at home. He has shared with us how he has connected with his children, what he has been able to take on in his, like how he has been able to stay to read. Engineer Smart says something very interesting. Is that you read or you stay out? And hey, that's the inner circle rule. And you will read. No, there's nothing like I cannot. No, no, no. You will read. Somehow. You're going to get there. You're going to read. It's been an honor listening to Engineer Smart. Engineer Smart is my favorite, one of my favorite fathers in the inner circle. He's the first Yada father. So what do you think? Of course, Engineer Smart is that mansion I told you about in heaven. He's the one occupying the very first one. It's been an awesome time with you guys. Early morning, you guys showed up. Sometimes I'm wondering, these parents, they don't give up. And I love you all. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you're yet to join the inner circle and you're listening to us, this is me sharing with you that, this is one of the best things that can happen to you. Engineer Smart shared his journey, and the last thing he said was that the Bible wants us to get wisdom in all your gettings. And how do you get wisdom? Is from knowledge. And it's no longer tenable. I tell parents when they come to me, it's no longer tenable, all right, for you to say, I don't need to learn. It's no longer tenable. It's no longer tenable for us to come and be dragging you. Oh, you need to enter an academy, blah, 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 blah. It's not, it's for your own good. It's for your good, for the good of your generation. If you haven't gotten in, the best thing you can do for yourself, you see that Ashwebi you want to buy for 50K, squash it. The best thing you can do for yourself is this. Your children don't need Christmas clothes. Quote me anywhere. Never bought Christmas clothes for anybody. You don't need it. You don't need to spend all of that. So I want to do Christmas. I want to do. It's good if you have to do all of that and still be able to, tender to your personal development. Awesome. But if you can do only one, pay for your life. And literally, that's what it means. How you can actually begin to take yourself from one point to the other. Engineer Smart wasn't able to really share with us in depth some of the things that have happened with his marriage, all right, while he was in the inner circle. You notice that one thing that every inner circle parent has shared is how their marriage has transformed. You cannot be in the inner circle and not have a transformed life. It's not something, some things have been shown to us in this coming year that even me, I'm wondering, oh, some of them I'm gagging. Do we have people who are able to actually assimilate this coming in? But we're going to teach it. And the curriculum that is given to us revamped again. This curriculum is from heaven. You've heard parent after her parent tell you the same thing. It's not just from me. I am not just saying it so that you'll be in. I am saying it because it's the truth. You want to be in the inner circle, all right? You want to be in the inner circle and actually get yourself to begin to learn. There's something Brenda said at the beginning of our session, or at the end of our session. She said, borrow and pay if you need to. You would never regret that you got into the inner circle. I've seen parents you can't get into the inner circle and remain the same. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to allow you come in and be the judge of that. And if you think that you get into the inner circle and nothing happens in your life, I have a team of yadas waiting who have said that to tell you that they will give you back your money. They are ready. They are not afraid. They are ready. They say, Coach, don't worry. You don't need to promise anything. Don't promise. We will give them back their money. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you so much, for giving me audience to actually, have you have this, journey share, because without you, there's no my intentional parenting journey. I want to say shout out to all of the 11 families that have come live. We wanted Engineer Smart to share alone. Him and his wife are in the inner circle in level 3. But he shared alone this morning, because we wanted to represent the first Yada father to you. And it's been an awesome time with you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Yadas. Yadas said to me that incoming Yadas are very, very blessed. That because they are listening to my intentional parenting journey, this is the first time. So that's how the curriculum evolves. This is the first time that we're airing my intentional parenting journey. That tells you something. Thank you, everybody. And I see you, ma'am. Ulods has been on this stream every day. She lives in the US. And it's amazing. It's amazing how I've seen parents who live in Canada, the Caribbean, the US, the UK. I see you, Chimwema. I see parents from all walks of life. So when you come in and you tell me, I don't really have time, I don't know how to do this thing, it's not going to work. Remember, incoming Yadas, it doesn't work. You must create time because you have time to parent your child. And once you say it, you must say it. If people like Engineer Smart can parent all the way from the rig, parent all over from everywhere, they are at the time and have an awesome testimony to it. I say that some parents that are not working, in the place are even more present than the parents that are present. That's because of what they know. The question will be, what do you know? I remember a book we read in level three, and in that book, he said, you're a product of who raised you, what they know, where you were raised. Will you be an advantage to your child or a disadvantage? The parenting advantage was our theme of conference this year, and it was so amazing. Remember, you can catch replay of all of these sessions starting from day 1 to day 11. We'll meet you again on Monday. And I really want to say thank you to Engineer Smart for coming this morning. Even with all the time schedule, he insisted, Coach, you wake up on Saturday. He knows that I don't work on weekends. He said, Coach, you wake up on Saturday. We're going to do this. I'm going to share my journey with people and encourage them. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you again Monday at 8 a.m., where we're going to be having another Yaga parent share with us how transformational this journey has been with them. If you want more information, you can reach out to the team with the number scrolling below. Remember, on the 1st of December, we take off. If you snooze, you miss. If you snooze, you miss. And you miss and you wait for 1 year. We're very unapologetic about it. Thank you so much every time, everybody, for joining me. And see you again on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. Bye.